Yeah.
Good morning, Nigeria. As always, TVC has a finger on the pulse and our eye on the streets. And here on the Trending Now segment, we do our best to bring you trending stories from around the world and indeed in Nigeria in order to have some dialogue about the things that shape the world that we live in. We begin today with this story. Veteran entertainer and rights activist Charly Boy is pushing back after the iconic Charly Boy bus stop in Lagos was renamed in honor of rapper Olamide, also known as Baddo. Now, the popular landmark located along the Bariga axis now bears the name Baddo Bus Stop, following a street renaming ceremony by Bariga LCDA chairman Kolade David Alabi. Now, Charly Boy, whose name had become synonymous with the bus stop for years, sees the move as an attempt to erase a legacy that was rooted in activism, his decades of outspokenness and resistance to injustice. While videos of locals celebrating Olamide with his music at the renamed bus stop have surfaced, the Afrobeat star Olamide is yet to react to this, and the moment now leaves many wondering, is this a harmless tribute to a new cultural icon or an erasure of one who paved the way like Charly Boy? While this might seem trivial to a lot of people, this renaming, it is important to note that renaming bus stops like this and renaming monuments, it tells us whose stories we're deciding to elevate. And so some people feel as though Olamide has been elevated above Charly Boy. But what do I know? Let's take a look at social media. I love to call my friend and say, hello, I'm off to Baddo bus stop. Let's take a look at what you guys have to say. Shore says this, Omoyele Shore says this, the cynical and petty renaming of Charly Boy bus stop in Lagos. I've watched the attached video footage showing Lagos LGA officials arrogantly and garrulously renaming streets across the state. The manner in which these actions are being carried out, vindictive, haphazard, and laced with ethnic undertones, leaves no doubt that this is not merely a matter of urban planning, but a calculated political vendetta. We'll take one more tweet. Pendray says, with all due respect to the legacy, let's be honest, the name should have been changed a long time ago. One man's impact doesn't mean the whole community should carry a name forever, especially when it wasn't official. Interesting. Moving on to more serious matters. The Delta State Police Command has launched disciplinary action against a viral video that showed officers allegedly assaulting a young man along Hospital Road in Asaba. Eyewitnesses say that the man had requested the officers show their hands before searching his bag, expressing fears that they might plant incriminating items on him. Well, this demand reportedly angered the officers, who then descended on him. Reacting to this incident, police spokesperson SP Bright Edafe says that Commissioner of Police CP Olufemi Abawanda wasted no time in ordering the identification and arrest of the officer involved in this, and all the officers have now been detained, and an orderly room trial is set to begin. And the team leader and assistant superintendent of police has also been issued a query. As you can see in this video that's playing right now, this man was brutalized. He was basically jumped by these men. It's about 3 or 4 police officers just on him, a citizen. This is absolutely unacceptable. It's clear that there is a trust deficit, though, between the Nigerian police and Nigerians, because he felt that they were going to plant something on him. Why should that be a citizen's first thought? Let's take a look at social media. And I commend the Delta State Police Command for taking swift action. But I want to see it go past action into actual punishment. Kashami says, this our attitude of seeing another Nigerian being oppressed and watching without interfering is the reason why we are continuously oppressed. Why do Nigerians find it so hard to help their fellow man who is being oppressed? What type of people are we, Seth? And the Mem Makam says, one of the officers said, you know they fear. Could you imagine an Oyinbo officer while making arrests yell at the suspects, you don't fear? Why should anyone fear police if the society is good? Very valid question. Moving on, I don't know if I can call this entertainment news, but Wahab Okoya, the youngest son of Nigerian billionaire industrialist Razak Okoya, is currently trending online, and for all the right reasons. The young entrepreneur has officially stepped into the spotlight with the launch of his own luxury sunglasses line, marking a bold move into the fashion and lifestyle space. While critics in the past may have dismissed the Okoya sons as beneficiaries of generational wealth, Wahab Okoya's latest venture is challenging that perception. His decision to build something of his own, rather than just enjoy the fruits of his family empire, has of course sparked conversations about legacy, identity, and the evolving image of Nigeria's business elite. This boy chose innovation over inheritance, and I think that that is commendable. It is important not just to recognize our privilege, but to use it to innovate, to use it to create more things. And I love the fact that he's doing his own thing. This is commendable. Let's take a look at social media. I really commend it. He has no reason to work, and yet he chooses to put this work out there. Eze says, I like the kid's entrepreneurial spirit. He's brought a new flair to the Eleganza brand. And the Straight Path says, like them say, you get back in where you go get from home. It's easier to chase your dreams. And if your dreams decides to chase you, food day house. Congratulations to Mr. Lifestyle on the continuation of his father's legacy. This is a very interesting team. Now, I don't know if you followed this, guys, but I saw on social media last week, there was a whole debate about Nepo babies versus Lapo babies. And essentially what a Nepo baby is, Veronica and Etoma, is a baby that's come from nepotism, who's had everything handed to them and given to them, who's had doors open to them. And so there was a whole debate online about how Nigeria is full of Nepo babies. But if Wahab Okoya is a Nepo baby, I support him because he's doing well with his privilege. Yeah. He's working hard.
Yeah, you might give them whatever name you give to them, but they go through a lot of troubles that those that are not Nepo babies do not go through.
Nepo babies.
How is it called?
Nepo babies.
Nepo. That shows that I don't even know anything about it. Okay, they go through a lot of pressure. Number one, his father was a humongously successful businessman. That puts a lot of pressure on all his children. And in Africa, all his male children are supposed to be better, richer, and so on. For the young man choosing to start up his own eyeglasses and all that, it's still the same thing that Eleganza, his father's company, did. The man produced a whole lot of things, coolers, flask, and all that, you know. So coming up with an eyeglass is just putting one more brand into the mix. So it's kudos to him. What I really appreciate about him is that he's thinking of doing a business at this age when he could just as well lounge, drive expensive cars, and be a nuisance around Lagos and Nigeria. But he has chosen to start a business of his own. Kudos to him. I really appreciate that. Delta State Police, good that you stepped in at the right time, early in the case, you know. And also to everybody, a policeman cannot search your car without a warrant. So if he says he wants to search your car, the young man did the right thing, because anything can happen when it has to do with this man in black camouflage. Charly Boy bus stop. It has been Charly Boy bus stop for as long as I can remember. Changing it to Baddo. Yes. In Bariga, that young man has really helped a lot of young people. I think it's in recognition of that the LCDA chairman just said, look, let's name this bus stop. But why Charly Boy bus stop? That's the question.
Well, he is the outgoing chairman, and he decided to make that, do that before he left office, local government chairman, and he decided to do that before he left office because of the impact Olamide had made around that area, and he felt, you know, that's the only bus stop I think is worthy of carrying Olamide's name, Olamide Baddo's name.
Which Olamide?
I said Baddo. I now added Baddo because I know you are going to ask me. So I think that this shouldn't drive any form of controversy, because we start seeing people politicizing it, ethnicizing the whole matter, and I think it is not necessary. If they feel that that is the only way to honor Baddo, according to them, then I think it's within their rights. Even though some persons are saying constitutionally it is wrong, but when I checked again, I think that the outgoing chairman has the right to do so. And so if the people agreed to doing that, then so be it. Charly Boy is still Charly Boy. What he has done over the years still remains imprinted in the minds of people over the years. So you may get there, the bosses will still say it's Charly Boy bus stop, whether you like it or not, because this will take a while to grow on people. And talking about the son of Chief Razak Okoya. Well, I am not surprised that he's going in this path, because this matter of business runs through their veins. Even his mom is a businesswoman. So if one of them is not doing something, then we would question, why are you not taking advantage of the opportunity you have? And I like the fact that he has decided to go on this path. And trust me, he will make huge money because he has the links, his family's connections and all will work for him. So he's going to have a smooth ride. Kudos to him. And for the police, well done.
All right, I'll start with the Okoye sons. I follow them on TikTok, so I see all they do. And even when it comes to the Eleganza brand, I see how they go far to promote it. And I love what they do. Like you said, you can have all that money and just decide to relax. But also, they still relax in the luxury cars, but they are putting in the work. That's the beautiful thing about it. So, you know, it just tells that the mother, Sade, has done a great job just training those boys. They understand business, and that's what he went into. And I love the fact that he went into eyeglasses. He has a lot of, you know, friends that are in high places, artists that love to wear eyeglasses, so that's a good one, and I'm sure he's going to cash out a lot. Money meets money. There's never enough money, so, you know, big ups to him on that one. Then we move to the Charly Boy bus stop. Just like Veronica said, no matter what, people will still call it Charly Boy bus stop, but it's just sad that all over social media we're making it look like it's politics, and, you know, people are saying a lot on social media. They said Charly Boy speaks about legacy, but if you remember, I think it was 2024 where he made a statement, Charly Boy made a statement that, you know, he started 419 before even, you know, people knew what 419 is. So people are saying that if you're talking about legacy, is that the legacy you're talking about? But also, we cannot deny the fact that in one way or the other, he's had an impact as well. Olamide Baddo has had a strong impact. That we cannot deny as well. So I just feel like we should not make it look like it's politics. At the end of the day, you know, it's Olamide bus stop, but they will still call it Charly Boy bus stop. So I think we should just leave that there. And also to the police, I like to say the police is your friend, because I've met amazing police that are actually my friends. So when I see police doing this, I feel really sad. We should not destroy the name of great police that we have out there. So that's just my take on it. And I pray that, you know, those ones, they face the word of the law.
Absolutely. Team, I'll say this. Till today, when there's a power outage, I don't shout PHCN. I shout NEPA.
NEPA.
That's it.
It takes a while to grow.
Yeah.
It takes a while, yes.
I'll take some more stories. Moving on. It was another electric night on television as Big Brother Naija Season 10, tagged 10 over 10, rolled out its second half of contestants, this time the men. Following Saturday night's all-female lineup, Sunday's unveiling of the male housemates brought balance back to the iconic house and sent social media into overdrive. But while we all enjoy the mix of personalities, tension, romance, and drama that Big Brother Naija delivers to us yearly, I've got a few questions. What does the frenzy around this show reveal about us? Why are thousands of Nigerian youth so desperate to enter this house? Not just to win money, but to be seen, to become famous. And what is it about our society today that has made instant stardom a national aspiration? Are we striving to be seen, or are we striving to be accomplished? Let's take a look at social media. The phenomenon, this is, as you can see, a photo of them as always, year after year. Beautiful men, beautiful women. I'm curious about the politics of Big Brother and why we throw our weight behind these people, give them our money, our time, our loyalty. I'll discuss that with my team in a few seconds. But moving on in international news, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has issued a reality check for users who treat ChatGPT like a digital confidant. He says that your conversations, no matter how personal, are not legally private. In a recent interview with podcaster Theo Vaughn, Sam Altman noted that millions are now turning to AI for emotional support, relationship advice, and even informal therapy. But he says that legally, those chats don't enjoy any special protection, and they could be used in court. He also revealed that OpenAI is currently facing court orders requiring it to preserve user chats, even those marked as deleted. It's not a therapist, and it doesn't allow for a safe space technically. You cannot use ChatGPT freely. They are allowed to publish information and the questions that you ask it. It doesn't come with confidentiality. Let's keep that in mind when using AI. Let's take a look at social media. Jet Set Joy says, Sam Altman didn't say personal info in ChatGPT will be used in criminal or civil cases. He warned AI chats aren't legally privileged, meaning that courts could force OpenAI to release logs. He's calling for AI privilege to protect privacy, like lawyer-doctor confidentiality. Chia Mary says, that's a serious wake-up call. People trust AI tools like ChatGPT with personal info, but most don't realize their words can be used against them legally. Privacy isn't just about data encryption. It's about protecting intent, context, and conversations. If AI is going to be part of our lives, it must come with strong privacy guarantees by default. I'd like you guys, before I hand over to my capable team, to please chime in on social media with the hashtag TrendingNowTVC on any social media platform of your choice. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Team, we're increasingly seeing a huge reliance on artificial intelligence. And now the CEO of ChatGPT is coming out to say, look, this information could be used in court. It's very worrisome, our reliance on AI.
I want to commend Altman for coming out to say that. He has put himself in a position where nobody can sue AI for privacy-related issues, because he has come out to say, look, this thing is not as secure as you think, so stop putting very intimate information in ChatGPT or any other AI platform. That's fantastic about him. That's when you were reading that story, that was what was going through my mind. This man has seen Zuckerberg go through some court cases and all that, and he is working early to ensure that he doesn't go through all that too. BBN 10/10, when the first edition came, first edition of Big Brother Niger came, I was so interested. I looked at it and I was looking for what the program was for, apart from making famous people and giving fantastic cash prizes and all that. And when I didn't see what I was looking for, the interest started waning. I know a whole lot of young people are going to stay glued to their television to watch 10/10. Happy viewing.
Well, the platform gives a majority of young persons or people who participate the ground to be famous, and so that's why a lot of people want to be part of it. But what at the end of the day do they achieve with it? Because what you see on TV that they portray is not something, it's not a culture that we have as Africans. It's not a culture that imbibes values into people. It only gives you platform, it gives you money, but does it give you value in terms of moral values? You don't find that because of what they do on TV. And so a lot of persons just stay glued to monitor all of those, and that is what is also affecting our society as we speak, affecting the minds of young people. People just want to blow anyhow, and so they feel Big Brother is that platform that will give it to them whichever way, because how you get to a point does not concern anyone anymore as we speak. So, well, the platform may give you everything, but then good kudos to them. Whoever wins at the end of the day, I don't watch it. Those who watch it, enjoy. Now for the open AI, people just want to connect. Now that a lot of people are spending more time on their devices, they want to feel closer with their devices, and so have such conversations with their device, thinking that their device can give them that companionship that they desire, that they should get from a fellow human. They feel that ChatGPT would give it to them the way they want it. Unfortunately, we are seeing the impact, how some people just go crazy about all of these things. I think that this caution should go a long way to enabling us understand that whatever you are chatting with, it's not a fellow human. It's a device that your prompt will determine the answers you get. And so our minds should begin to be reshaped, reformatted to understand that this is just a device and a platform you can use to improve your communication or conversation or work, but not for having companionship at the end of the day.
All right, I'll pick up from the Big Brother story, and I beg to differ from everybody on the table. First of all, we cannot talk about Big Brother without, giving the accolades to Dr. Busola Tejimola. I think that she's done a great job year in and year out, making sure that Big Brother happens. Sometimes we forget the good people that have come out from Big Brother. We talk about Miracle, he's now a pilot, doing really well. We talk about Diane Rosette. After Big Brother, she opened, her production, and she's doing extremely well. I don't like the fact that we always want to focus on the ones that we see that, go the other route. Some of them have come out, and they have done really well. Messi has a shop in Lekki now. So I don't always like the fact that people want to say, oh, Big Brother, you go, you come out. Some people come out and do nothing. Some come out and have used the platform so well. So it's 10/10, and we're looking forward to it. I'm sure that this year is going to be 10/10, and I'm looking forward to Ebuka's fit so as well. I like Big Brother. I watch Big Brother. I'm sorry, Etoma Veronica. I watch Big Brother.
You don't have to be sorry about it.
You don't have to be sorry.
I watch Big Brother a lot.
But anyway, I think, Ria, the focus is not necessarily on the outcome of Big Brother always. Big Brother, I think what the focus is on is the celebritization and the respect for process that we think should come with celebrity.
But Olamide, if you see a platform that can give you the visibility you want, would you not go into the platform?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and
So
that's
next
why
year we should look forward to having you guys there.
No, for me, that's why I'm at TVC, okay? But anyway, let's talk about, our time is up. All right, that's fine.
Our time is up, unfortunately. Thank you, Olamide, for those stories.
You're welcome.
But this is where we have to draw the curtains on the program for today. Let's let you know that the views and reaction of all our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Up next is your view with the ladies afterwards. This morning with Yori Folari. Stay safe. Bye.